Hello. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm so happy you're here. This video is just kind of a fun extra video about garnets. It's kind of a part 2 to the original garnet video, and I'll just be sharing about some of my favorite crystals that I have in my collection, and also some really great combinations of garnets and other crystals. Some that I have available in my shop, and some that I think are just really, really cool. So, let's get started. I'll light my intention candle. My intention for this video is for you to find alignment with your soul, and for you to find alignment with your higher self and your path and your Tao for this lifetime, and for me to help you along that path in any way possible, and also just for you to have such a wonderful, relaxing, beautiful evening with restful and healing sleep. And as usual, I'm just going to use a little sage to kind of clear the energy and help you get to a more relaxed and meditative state. So you can just allow the smoke to travel through and find all the places that need clearing. I'll clear myself too, so that I can be a better channel. Clear Peony too. I'll start us out with the kitty purrs. She's such a good helper in every video. So, I had so many crystals that were so special that I didn't really get to share in the video about garnets, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to discuss some of them and some of the really cool combinations. And garnet has been such an important crystal this year. It's really helped so many people as they're starting to find their power and find their sovereignty and their alignment with their souls. And it has been popping up all over the place. There are so many crystals now that are showing up in combination with garnet, and it's gotten to be just almost a common occurrence to find it combined with anything you can think of, pretty much. A lot of these were just me searching to see if the combination existed, and then finding them and working with them after that. And garnet is such a versatile and important crystal, so I highly recommend getting one in your collection. If you want to learn more about garnets themselves, you can look at the garnet video that I already made. I'll post the link here. And there's lots and lots of info in there. But just a quick summary is that garnet is one of the best crystals in the whole world for working with the blood and the root chakra, and just really breathing life back in, vitality, juiciness is a great word for it. It's such a juicy and yummy crystal, and really just strengthens. It's a great crystal for working on the body directly, working with the acupuncture meridians. Is one of my favorites in my practice. It works great for the Chiang Mai meridian or any of the Sea of Blood points. So those are really great body points to work with garnet. And I keep one on me almost all the time. This is my garnet ring that I have. That's I had this made. It's so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna start sharing my crystals. My little ponytail thing wants to go to one side. Okay. So I'll just start out with probably my favorite combination. And it's one of the first things that I source to keep in my shop. And it's garnet with epidote. And epidote is like, I call it the Popeye spinach of crystals. It's so just healing and tonifying, and it really is like nettles is another for the herb people. Energetically, it helps rebuild and strengthen your energy bodies and even your physical body. And garnet is also so strengthening and tonifying that this combination is like just a 1-2 punch of beefing you up, and it's like a hearty stew or a chili, in the winter. And yeah, I love this combination. This is black garnet, melanite garnet, or androdite is the name for the family. And it specifically is great for the soul star chakra, and really getting you deep in your body and deep in your power. One of my just go-tos that I keep on me all the time. And I do have some more of these in the shop. Also, these little firecracker pieces that are tiny crystals, but they pack such a big punch. They are high quality Schorl tourmaline, which is like the gem version of black tourmaline, and red garnets on them. and it is just such a cool crystal. I love these so much. These are great, like bra crystals or pocket crystals. They're the perfect size, or medicine bag crystals. Perfect for carrying on you. I keep one in my bag all the time too, and one by my bedside because this combo is brilliant. Just to have black tourmaline also, which is a really healing and really powerful crystal, that's also great for clearing, and garnet working together, it's just kind of such a beautiful clearing and uplifting and invigorating energy. So yeah, highly recommend these. I also have, this one is available in my shop too. Such a stunning combination. The way this mica is so geometric, I just love that. And the garnets that are just sort of like candy on this. There's beautiful terminated quartz crystals throughout this piece, and also black tourmaline all throughout as well. And the white material is feldspar. So just such a cool combo. I love this one to death. Took me a while to get it listed because I did not want to let go of it. It's so cool. So yeah, that one is available as well. And to kind of transition, that one has quartz on it. And this is another one from the lot that I kept. Actually, I think this is one Gabe picked out. And it's on kind of interwoven with quartz, like a smoky quartz. And it's really beautiful. And garnet with smoky quartz is another combo that's just so good. Smoky quartz is really grounding as well, but it's almost a more gentle grounding. It's such a friendly and accessible energy. It's one of my first crystals that I sort of fell in love with and started collecting. And it's another one that they talked about a lot in my Chinese medicine course, where it's great for balancing. It's great for helping to control chaos. And as you can see, there's just a few little tiny garnets dotted on this one. This is one of the first crystals in my collection. And I just love it. They are so grounding and clearing, and beautiful combo. The other type that you might see that's a little more popular are these smokies with these orange spessartines, and this is from Tongbei, China. That's kind of the location that these are mostly known for. And these have such a cool energy. These really help with creativity and the sacral chakra because they're more orange, so it really works to help bring vitality and life, and even kind of up to the solar plexus, some of that power and strength. So such a good one. And let's see, this is a really pretty one, just as an example of red garnet and black garnet. So we've got red garnet growing on black garnet. This was the only one in the lot, so I kept it. But so sparkly, and I love that combo because you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the deep earth connection and deep grounding and embodiment from the black, and also the blood and the juiciness and the life force from the red. So yeah, I love this one. This is another little kind of funny one that came from one of my lots. That's just a chunky geometric garnet with a little stick of black tourmaline. And I love this crystal. Super cute. Let's see. This is another one that's just absolutely so cool. So this crystal is, if it will focus ever, there we go. It looks like a flower or a rose, and it's called Clinicore. And you might have heard it named Seraphinite. This is kind of the, it's called the end member, or it's the more pure form. So this is what it looks like when it is in its pristine condition, unpolished and just in its natural growth. And this one actually has tiny little garnets dotted all over it. You may be able to see that one right there. I'll do a special video of this one so you can see. It's also a brilliant green color that you can't tell either. And this one is so cool because it's a very clearing material. Anything with chlorite is very clearing, and it's also really earthy. So you've got this kind of beautiful clearing earth energy with this uplifting and vitality energy of the garnet. So it was really a balanced combination of the two. And that's a beautiful balance. So I've not seen another one of these. I stumbled across it, but yeah, highly recommend if you find one. And another kind of interesting combo. I've talked about this one a couple of times before. One of my all-time favorite crystals. This is a sporite garnet, and it's got a tiny little blue apatite crystal right there. And this is one of my favorite 2022 crystals. Just really, really unique energy and really kind of alien Pleiades style energy with this beautiful blue apatite. This one is from the same area that tanzanite comes from. So it's got a totally different vibe than all of the other garnets, but it's definitely worth mentioning. So next, I have ruby and garnet. And I talked about this one in the Cancer video. Because this is one of my most favorite crystals for Cancer season. And it has tiny little garnets on it. And this is like kind of a purpley colored ruby. And the garnets are kind of a pinky orange. And ruby is it's a hard mineral, and it's just such a deep one for those reasons. It's very consolidating and very deep and kind of mysterious and powerful. And then this garnet, which is also this very powerful, almost kind of like sorcery energy for both of these. And I love that for Cancer season, in any water sign really. So yeah, this one. And you can see it's, one of the cool things about it is that it lights up neon. If I can get it to, maybe you can see. So, not quite getting that to work, but it turns neon red in the UV light. And this is the other one I have that's a similar composition. So this has some juicy red garnet and ruby here together. And it's actually sapphire. It's kind of a purple sapphire, so you could maybe say either one. Ruby and sapphire are the same composition. They're just colored differently. So this is in mica, and even though it won't be focused, you can see how that lights up neon pink. That's the ruby. And again, this combo is just so powerful and strengthening, and it's also kind of a feminine combination. I love, 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 love these crystals together. So, another combination I have here is black garnet with pyrite. And I spent a long time looking for this combination and ended up finding it from Russia. It's such a powerhouse crystal. Pyrite is an absolutely incredible mineral. I will probably do a video just about pyrite soon because there's a lot to talk about it, but it's one of my favorites for embodiment, in that you can look at your own reflection and see yourself and see beauty in your reflection. That's what the mirror type crystals do. They help reflect us back to ourselves in beautiful ways. And it's one of my favorite crystals to use coming down from journeying or any intense meditation work to really help me find myself again. And it's so perfect for black garnet because it's such a similar crystal. They both are perfect for embodiment work and staying grounded and staying present. That's kind of what I mean when I say grounded or embodied. It's really just being present. You're not in your head, you're in your heart and in your body. And of course you're using your brain, but you're totally centered and aligned, and nothing is gonna throw you off your game, kind of thing. You're just really solid in yourself. So beautiful for that. Another crystal that I got from Russia is this beauty, and they are purple garnets in this gorgeous glittery mica with starlight crystal in the middle. And starlight is a really cool one. I haven't worked with it too much. I have not actually worked with this crystal yet, but it has a really special vibration and just really unique energy. And I just loved how purple these garnets were. I'll probably have to do a special shot of this so you can see, because mostly you see them as pretty red or black, of course, but these are a gorgeous hue. And the next combo I have is of spodumene and or kunzite. These would technically be spodumene because they are yellowish. Kunzite typically refers to the pink version of this same crystal, but I have a whole video also about kunzite that I'll post. But these specifically with garnet are a pretty big deal because, as I mentioned in the kunzite video, they don't like to grow with anybody. Kunzite is very, very picky and historically pretty much has only grown with morganite or quartz or tourmaline, and that's it. And now we have some examples of it showing up really beautifully with garnet, and they're embedded inside. Let's see if we can get it to show up. Yeah, so right there you can see the little orange speck, and there's a few more in there as well. And this crystal also has a beautiful spiral helix, and y'all know I'm obsessed with those. So these just two kind of came out of the pocket together, and so I bought them as a pair, and they kind of have this really interesting gradient of yellow to this kind of gray silvery color, which is also pretty unique for spodumene. I haven't seen it really with that gradient before, so I love these two crystals. And two more that I have. This is one of the first I got of spodumene with garnet, and this one's got a little termination. This one's a more yellow garnet, or I mean a more orange. This one's a more orange garnet, and this is the one I saved for myself from the lot that I bought. Just wow, it's got a complete termination and these juicy, yummy garnets. And kunzite is a beautiful crystal for transmuting energy, and it really raises the vibration. So you've got a really balancing crystal here as well by finding one that works with the upper chakras and the lower chakras. That's pretty rare, so highly recommend if you're able to get your hands on one of these. I have a few in my shop, maybe one or two. So beautiful, beautiful combination. And this one's so tiny. It's a little piece of fluorite with a spessartine garnet on it. But it's just noteworthy because, again, it's a very rare combination. And my friend Eddie, his tag is Eddie Raps. Recommend him. But he found this little lot of these cute fluorite crystals. It's kind of like a greenish, bluish fluorite with tiny little spessartines. And again, this is another good one that balances the upper and lower chakras. And fluorite's also very clearing. It works to clear the third eye and clear the sort of upper chakras and the mental plane and just the mind. So having that clarity from the third eye and then all the way down to the lower chakras is really beautiful. And even this tiny little piece is powerful. So that's all you need. And this is one of my most favorites. This is Garnet on hematite. And it's like a butterfly wing. It's so gorgeous. I'm absolutely obsessed with this crystal. I got this from Brad Holland, and this is from China. I believe it's also from Tongbei. And hematite is the other crystal that's incredible for working with the blood. It's mostly iron, so both of those things, iron is in the center of the earth, so it resonates with our bodies and with the center of the earth, and really helps to clear and ground us in the way that the earth does. So this combo of these two crystals that really imbue the blood and clear the blood, they clear heat from the blood and clear toxins, energetic toxins, things like that. They're just so perfect for, like I said, grounding and getting in touch with the lower chakras. So this is such a gorgeous combination. And finally, the last crystal that has been showing up a lot with Garnet is aquamarine. And this was one of the first I got. It's a little tiny one that I got from Eddie also. And you can see that's beautiful little garnet on this aquamarine. Then I got this necklace that I have is garnet inside aquamarine. It's up through the center of this crystal, and it's so dear to me. I wear this all the time, that I need both kind of clearing and calming and help with communication and divine communication. So aquamarine is good for connecting you with the divine and with the higher chakras, the soul star and all the other even higher chakras, and the dew point on the top of the head. It's right there on the head, and that's a great point to put aquamarine. And this crystal was made from another one. It was a bigger crystal and split into two. So I have another pendant that is garnet inside aquamarine, and I would be, if anybody's interested in this, let me know. It's not inexpensive, but oh my gosh, I wear this so much. I love this crystal. So yeah, just send me a message if you might be interested in that. I also have in my shop, I don't have one here, but they're called Asylum Aquamarine, and this one actually looks a lot like one of them. They have epidote in them as well, which is this crystal that I talked about in the beginning. They have tourmaline, they have all kinds of just crazy inclusions inside them, and some of them have garnets as well. So there's a few of those listed in my shop, and I have more, but I just haven't been too excited about letting them go. So I came into a lot recently. I just got these in, and this one has a little tiny layer of garnets through right there, and some super cool surface patterns. And this is another one that's got some cool little garnets through that layer. They have like a phantom layer with garnet in them. And this one's got a cool little mica blade on it. And the big boy. This one's really special. You can see them glittering in there. Yeah, I love this one. So it's really a beautiful combination because you've got two different elements. You've got kind of, I would almost say a fire sort of vibe with the garnet, and then this watery vibe with the aquamarine. Aquamarine has some really incredible properties, and it's a very special crystal in and of itself. All of the barrels, again, I've got a video about the barrels, so watch that to learn more about why they're so unique. But if you can imagine the incredible kind of time-space properties of aquamarine mixed with the really powerful garnet, it's great together. So that's all I've got. I'd love to hear if you have any other garnet crystals or what your favorite garnets are to work with. Let me know what you think of just these kind of random videos where not really educating but just sharing. And I've thought about trying a whisper video soon. Let me know how you guys feel about those. And yeah, I'll be doing the Leo season video soon, and I have one coming up about working with elementals and sort of fairy energy. So lots of good stuff to come. Again, I will be vending this year in October at the Gem and Mineral Show in Huntsville, Alabama. So if you're in the area, come see me, and I'll have lots of these kind of crystals there and much more. So thank you so much again for being here, and I'm so grateful for all your comments and your support. It really gives me encouragement and motivation to go on and to keep doing what I love so much and what I'm here to do. So thank you. I love you.